I'd like to say hello to everyone in the Sangha at the Portland Friends of the Dhamma. A few days back, Sakula asked if I would record a video to share with everybody there. Um, as you all know, the monks here at the Hermitage have been on their winter retreat period for 4 months now. And just as that period of retreat and seclusion's ending, uh, we're in the midst of a global pandemic, which is going to extend the time before we can reconnect and practice Dhamma in person. So I'm going to be making some efforts to stream our meditation and chanting out here and exploring different ways to reach out and connect with everybody. But you've all been in our thoughts here, and I've been following the classes and developments online, and it's so nice to see people in this time coming out to support one another. Talking with people in the community out here and family and friends, the thing that I've been encouraging over the last little bit is just the importance to take care, really take care of oneself in body, take care of oneself in mind, and look after your practices and your mind. Um, it's times like these that all the efforts that we've made over time to cultivate the Dhamma and practice skillful qualities comes to bear and and be a great support to us, our families, our community, our Sangha. Um, Oftentimes we get pulled out and lose our balance. And it is tricky to know what that balance is between caring for oneself and caring for one others. So when Sukul asked me to do this, one of the first ideas I kind of came up with was this sutta uh, about acrobats. And just by chance, today or yesterday, I noticed that an old friend who's also a Dhamma teacher sent out an email about this. But I decided I'd maybe share this anyways because it's something that's been on my mind. Uh, and in that sutta, the Buddha talking with the monks recounts a little story of two acrobats. And the teacher says to the student, you look after me and I'll look after you. And that way we can demonstrate our skill, get our fee, and keep ourselves safe. And after having said that, the student actually corrects the teacher and says, no, that's not the way it works. You look after yourself, I'll look after myself. And by doing that, we will perform our skill, get our fee, and keep ourselves safe. And oftentimes we get a little bit hung up trying to find that sort of balance. And one of the things I like about this reflection or this sort of sutta is it points to uh, the importance for really looking after oneself. If we don't look after one's self, and I mean that in the most profound way, our ability to be of help to others is greatly compromised. When we truly look after ourselves, and we know how to do that with great skill, then our capacity to affect others and to give in expansive ways is enhanced and magnified. Um, and towards the end of the sutta, the Buddha then, having given this teaching image, returns to talk about that balance and says, by taking this sort of attitude, one is taking care of one's own development, cultivation, and looking after the practice of meditation. And that's how they're caring for oneself. And by that, they're able to focus on others with acceptance, harmlessness, love, and sympathy. And by that, they can care for others. Um, and there is this interesting dynamic uh, that is important to reflect on in this time period that we're entering. It's going to be a very challenging time period for most of us, um, full of great uncertainty, um, anxiety, fear, concern, the various negative or afflictive emotions may well get the best of us at times. And this is one of the reasons I've been encouraging people to really do their best to stay focused on preserving well-being in body, spirit, mind, and look after the uh, practices and the things that you know that help enhance your well-being. I sometimes call this the inside-out approach. Oftentimes we're easily drawn into this orientation towards what's going on out there in the world and over invested in trying to fix things on that level. And we do so at the cost of caring for ourselves. Um, and so I think this teaching, and I'd like to also just encourage people to really keep mindful of that balance and stay focused on spending your time wisely, striking that balance, and getting through this time with as much of these beautiful qualities as we can summon up. So, hope to connect with you all soon, before long, in many different ways. And I wish you all well during this time, and hopefully we'll meet again before too long.